Whoa. All right, let's see how this works out today, shall we? Trying to get everything balanced out over here. We will be starting in just a moment. Hopefully we will not get a whole lot of miscellaneous noise today. I should say, at least, you know, not from me. What's this? I can play ads on my live stream. What sorcery is this? I'm tempted to hit the button just to see what it does. Oh, I don't think I've ever run that. I am just finishing up my morning drinks. No, there is no booze involved, before anyone asks. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic Tuesday and a terrific week so far. What we're going to be doing today is I need to build a mining craft because we need resources. We need lots and lots of resources. We need resources the likes of which even sandworms have never seen. Oh. So I've been letting the welders run all the refineries and the assemblers and stuff, trying to get some parts going on. So we've got most of our thrusters online. There's still the one on the top, and I think one or two on the bottom, and then the main thruster on the forward section. Now, I am thinking that what we're going to do with the ship. I had a couple people asking about what my long-term plans are. Let me get in here and we'll show you really quick. We'll reset that again. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we're going to take the red ship that we have here and we're going to duplicate it off to the side. And we're going to do that 2 more times. So we'll end up with 3 ships like this side by side. And that'll be actually the beam of the ship, which for those who may not know is the width of it. And what we'll do is we'll actually run a keel center line on this. So we'll end up with 3 of the red ships basically. Once those are done, this is why I need resources, and I need a lot of them. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a holo projector in. We're going to throw like 2 or 3 more bobs on board, evenly positioned throughout the ship so that they fully cover the area, and then we're going to turn on a holo projector. Once the second section is built, we'll move the holo projector over to the next, so the same location on the next one, and then basically rinse and repeat. So what that will allow us to do is have a ship that is actually fairly maneuverable on the width, so for doing lateral thrusts on one direction or the other. And then we will be able to build out a hangar system. Okay, that was closer than I probably wanted it to be, but that's okay. Alright, so while the ship is going crazy shooting at the asteroids, let me show you what we've been working on. I should say the meteors. I keep calling them asteroids. Itchy leg. Okay. So if you remember last time, we were working on this area. As you can see, this area is fully pressurized. We now have a hatch that goes out there, and damn it, I forgot to load the mod that I wanted. I'll show you what we're working on here. So we're gonna put the helmet on because this is a depressurized area down here. Now I'm going to put the conveyor air vent in, so that's what this is. It's basically pre-wired for it. That way we'll be able to pressurize this lower section. I made a small change down here. We now have a window in the center, and I moved the airlocks to either side of the window, and I'll show you why here shortly. So you come down here, one of our jump drives is finished and charged. Yay. Means we can actually move around now. We don't have to take 20 minutes to accelerate and another 20 minutes to decelerate. Come up here. And we now have a gravity system in here as well. So, yeah, we're just waiting for the rest of the superconductors. These are actually being made right now to have our second jump drive online. And this does wrap around so that we can get to either side in case of catastrophic failure due to asteroid or missile impacts. Got our 2 reactors, we got another refinery, and then we have the interior section over here that once everything is welded up, we'll start building out some of the floor spacing, but I think we're going to hold off on doing too much of the floor planning over here until we have the second of the red ships over here, because I'm thinking, depending on how we join them, we could basically put, you know, oh, excuse me, hiccups. We could scrape this stuff off, like grind all of these exterior pieces down and mount it flush, but I'm thinking we're going to actually take just this portion off, like the outermost section right here, and then we'll have the next section basically weld in. And the reason for this is, one, it gives me a better air seal on it, but two, it will allow us to open up the area a little bit. So we'll have things basically connected directly into each other. So at least that's the idea. Alright, so how much more do you need? You look like you're down to the last couple. You are down to the last couple. Okay. You need like 600, I think, right? Yeah. And you have not started yet. Alright. Oh, you have started. Okay. Easy enough. Alright, so mining craft. We need to build one. Oh, and I don't really have an area to build one of these at right now. So how about we do it here? So how y'all doing today? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to the stream for the folks who are wandering in. Alright. We're going to do that. We're going to flip that, and I have no steel plates, which means I can't make anything. Alright, let's go rectify that situation, shall we? And I need a few of those as well. Alright, so let's try that again. Alright. And yeah, should be mostly close, right? Hey, look at you. You're actually attached. Hey Hunter, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Or, you know, Wednesday if you happen to be in some odd time zone or from the future, you know. And 5. There you go. Now, I've explained to folks in the past why I do this. I tend to put 5 blocks in, because that gives you enough room that if you need to mount, like if you're building on in an atmosphere, you can actually mount the large atmospheric thrusters. If you are using ions, it generally gives you enough room to do the same. So, yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I think I'm going to do this one in the reverse order that I did the last one, which is going to be... Let's see here. Let's get that out of there. Get that out, because we don't need that, and we don't need that anymore. Alright, so... let's see what we have in the way of reactors. Now we're going to do this as a small ship. That needs 15, needs 285 for reactor components versus 95 for that. See, I'm really tempted to use this one because these reactor components are actually pretty good. Or these reactors are pretty good. And is it me or is my ship moving? My ship is moving. Why is my ship moving? Okay, maybe my ship isn't moving. Maybe it's just this thing making me think it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and go here. Oh. I'm thinking I want to use... Now, I've never used this thing. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not using that. 400 superconductors? No, we don't have the resources for that. We could do this one, though. You know what? Heck with it. We're just going to use the one that we can use immediately. So we're going to do a reactor. We're going to do cargo. There we go. Okay, so are you actually drifting away, or are you just messing with me? You are just messing with me. Okay. Where am I going to put a connector? That is a great question. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm thinking that we'll probably put a temporary connector on. I'll end up just sticking one in there somewhere, probably like right over here. I'll have it come off because we have this mirrored on both sides. So what I'll be able to do is basically just have something extend out that I can just latch onto. Once we have more of the resources, it's just a temporary fix because I'm going to try and get the rest of the I want to get the cloned red ship built and attached, and then once we have the second and third on here, that'll open up a lot of space for us. And then somewhere over here, actually, you know what I might do? I might just do 2. Oh, I'm having an idea. Maybe not a good one, but I'm having an idea. So what I'm thinking is maybe do something where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe attach the second red ship to here, and we only do 2 of them, and then the space in between we'll build the permanent hangar. Oh, that might work really well, actually. Of course, Bob is overachieving this morning. So yeah, it should be, hopefully it should be interesting. But before we do that, we need to get the mining craft going so that we can actually start harvesting a little bit more resource. Because we're blowing through resources ridiculously fast. Alright, so you're there. Yeah, see, if I didn't need that, I mean, I guess I could drill. So if we use, because I'm thinking to use the tier 3 drill, actually tier 2 drill, because I don't have the parts to make the Xeno cores, but I do have the stuff for the octo core. Of course, I could just make a large ship. Okay, either I'm drifting or my ship is, and I'm not sure which. I'm betting it's the ship. Yeah, it's the ship. Now, why are you drifting? Am I sitting on the rock again? Let's go fix this drift problem first, because that's going to continue to irritate me. Where did I... There it is. It's really sad when you misplace your doors. All right. See here. don't know what is up with Space Engineers lately and having like ridiculous amounts of drift when you're just sitting there. Probably doesn't help that I keep smacking the ship with my face. A couple of different reasons. One, that always just kind of, it's one of those pet peeves, and I don't want to have the ship attached to the base or to the asteroid, because whenever I convert from ship to base and back again, it always, without fail, causes some sort of just random problem for me. Last time I did it, I had a platform that was almost as big as the red ship basically completely flip out, smack itself into the asteroid. It was entertaining. Besides, this is, like I said, this is more of an annoyance thing, so it's fine. I can deal with it. So we got that. I need a 2 generator. Again, we're gonna go ahead and put that there. This one's going to be that, so we're gonna have to go let's see what we got for cockpits here. Could do that one. Let's go with the thin. I don't use this one often. And now I remember why I don't use this one often. Alright. Alright, so I'm not gonna do that then. Because I do want the let's see. Okay, so you are a large connector, and then if you are a large connector, we can actually use that converter. Ah. There. So this is actually from a YouTuber and modder named Sage. Oh, it's son of a, can't use that. Okay. He actually does a lot of different modding for Space Engineer, or at least he used to. I don't know if he still does or not. Yeah, you know what? The hell with it. Can I mount construction components? Why the hell would you use construction? Oh, whatever. Sage, you're killing me here, buddy. All right. I think I need to get away from the asteroid. So what we're going to do is we're going to mount that there so that it's actually piped in. We'll put the connector on here. I'll actually probably put an adapter on this to drop it down. There's a collar that you can put on there. And then drop that down for the connector so that it's just a little bit further away from what we've got going on. All right, and then we're going to go ion turret. Krieg, what are you building now? Alright. So, ion thrusters, there we go. I thought I had the tier pack in here. Don't I have the tiered thruster? I do have the tiered thruster. Interesting. Ammo. I have the... Are you serious? I have I have the atmospheric and hydrogen, but not the ion? Oh, that is hilarious. That is just like completely random. Oh no, there they are. Okay. Oh, it's because he doesn't have ion in the name. Alright. Yeah, no, he's actually a really he's a really good guy. I mean, his some of his videos are really entertaining. but I really enjoy his like a lot of the mods that he does. So, all right. So we're gonna go like so. Now we are going to be using one of the modded drills that has a larger than normal reach, which is why we're not too worried about the overall shape and size of this beast yet. All right, and I do emphasize and stress the word yet. They passing below us? Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about them. So we're gonna use the tier 2 drill, and as you can see, the tier 2 drill, oh, they did put the small connectors on it now. Nice. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab this. That, and flip you around to do that. Just having some fun with our ship design today. All right. So we're gonna center line. Well, we're gonna try and center line. Rotate you around like that. And we're gonna do one there. Actually, don't want to do that one. No. Let's take you out. So what I would like to do is to get it there. Can I get it there? And now that we have those, we can actually, come on, one there and one there. All right, so that gets us our basic ship design, right? Now I just need to throw a couple of gyros in here and a jump start reactor. You know, like I said, just having a little bit of fun with the design. We'll try it out. Yeah. And I want you there because we're going to put a radar detector, or a ore detector up on the front here. And drop that down that way. And then that'll allow us to also put a spotlight back here, so we'll actually be able to see when we're out and about as well. Oh, right on. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are coming back to the to Space Engineers. I might need to just go ahead and grind that landing gear off. Alright, so what are you missing? You are missing bulletproof glass. You need 11. Okay. See if we have materials for this. But yeah, him, let's see, Captain Shack, also known as XP Gamers here on YouTube. Morphologist, Texfire is good, but he doesn't actually create any of his own content. He hangs out with Captain Shack, and then obviously Wasted Space and those guys. So if you're looking for people that you haven't seen any of them, I do recommend pretty much all of them. Really good group of people. Let's see over here. We're gonna go ahead and make like 100 of those. Okay, the ship drifting is gonna start bugging me here. Yeah, see, it's gotten to the point where it's actually resting on... Okay, that's like obviously causing problems at this point. Hey, cockpit's built. Alright. What are you missing? You are missing motors and components. I think I have components. I have some components. Are we really out of motors? Holy crap. How did we run out of motors? Alright. Let's see here. You're doing that. You're doing that. You are not doing anything, so we'll have you create... Oh, I don't know. Go ahead and make 100 motors for me. And you are slowly building thruster components. I might need to grind down one of the large thrusters to steal some components off of it to get the miner going here. Zeron, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a fabulous week. Alright, so what are you missing? You're missing motors. You're just missing thruster components. You're missing thruster. Alright. You're missing all sorts of stuff. Construction components and thruster components. So, construction components look like they're about it then. Yeah, okay, so let's go queue up 1,000 of those. Added a few more mods for Skyrim. What are you up to now? Like 2,500 mods? Didn't you say you were running a playthrough with something like 200 mods on it or something? You're working on those. There we go. Construction components are up here at the top. Have you go ahead and start producing those. Alright, so for those who are joining us, only 5 mods? Oh, nice. Yeah, I think the last time I played through Skyrim, I was using the was it the SES-SX or something? Or no, no, it is the script, not the script extender. That's Space Engineers. The mod loader that they have, and I had something like I think 40 mods on there. And I was so happy that it worked. And I was talking to somebody and they were like, you know, 40 mods, yeah, that's just to get the game booted. they were saying they were running something like 200 mods. Like, that's crazy. You're no longer playing Skyrim, you're playing Mod Simulator, you know? Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna need reactor components, I think, right? Come on. Let me in here, let me see. Yep, need... not too bad. Only need 74, so we'll go ahead and queue up 100 of those. We should have the resources. There we go. I should just put a control panel up there and be done with it so I don't have to keep running back and forth. And you are almost done with your production run. You're about halfway through your production run. Yeah, we'll throw them in behind the construction components. That's fine. Oh. So I have one of these assemblers with a bunch of gravel in it, and you are the one I needed. There we go. Oh, very nice. Let me know what you think about those mods. I've actually been looking for maybe getting back into a little Skyrim in my when I have some downtime, which I have no clue when that'll be again, but you never know. Okay, I'm just gonna take one of these damn thrusters apart because it's irritating me. Alright. That's fine. My inventory can be full. It's waiting for construction or for thruster components anyway. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Very cool. Yeah, I'll definitely check them out then. I don't know if I want to play a Dremora, but you know, there's a Dwarven Legacy mod that I found that is actually kind of interesting. The premise of it is that the dwarves are coming back. And it's I want to say it's like Dwarven Technology or something like that is the name of it, or Technology and Magic. Yeah, I go in phases with Skyrim. I'm a huge fan of the Elder Scrolls series, but I'm a fan, I should say I'm more of a fan of the old school Elder Scrolls series. When they started supporting platform, it got a little weird, at least for me, so like a lot of the things that they started cutting out of the game that they used to be able to do, like they simplified. So some of the things were good because they did simplify a lot of the interface, but they, in doing so, they also took away things like the true custom magic system that they had, where you could, you know, build very, very specific spells and stuff. So you are doing that. You are there. Okay. Do we have? I don't have any more reactor components. So you're gonna start here in a second. We're gonna do 120. And what I'm gonna do is let's grab. So for those who don't know, when you're playing Space Engineers, if you don't have an easy way to get materials directly into your reactor when it's done, you're going to need what we call a jumpstart reactor. Basically, it allows you to get the system running so that the conveyor system will work. Because if you don't have power, like with the way that things are patched in right here, I would have to feed uranium up into the system, but I can't use the conveyors to get the uranium into the reactor because there's no power on it. But once this is done, we'll be able to add a little bit of uranium there, and then from there we'll be able to put more uranium into the big reactor, and then we take the little jump starter out. Alright, so we're gonna grab one for that, and then we are going to do 10 from here, 10 from there, and that's going to go in our big reactor. And that's going to be more than enough power, or should be more than enough power for what we need it to do. We will find out shortly, though. Oh, you need computers. Son of a... Oh, doesn't that figure? All right. Best laid plans of mice, right? And I only need... Yeah, I'll just go ahead and make 100 of them. Just go ahead and do it. A mod that adds mage robes. Check out MXR's Modlist. He actually has some really good... He's been tracking some really good clothing mods. I don't think I have his link right offhand, but he's the guy who does the Skyrim and Fallout mod reviews. What am I doing? Oh yeah, inventory. All right, so now that that is powered, we can go here. And we can drop that in there. Let's go ahead and find our gear. We're gonna set this to switch lock. Go external. Make sure our gyro is in place. It is. Okay. So now that that's done, give me your little landing gear. Where did we put you? There it is. I got confused. Yeah, sorry, Zeron. The Are his mods compatible with console? No. But I think he does sometimes do console reviews. So I'm not sure what you have to, because I don't play on the console, so I'm not sure how they're handling mods, if they are at all. I know that PlayStation is kind of wonky about how they support mods. You know, some games they let you do it, some games they don't. Alright, so you're in there, you're in there. Alright, so how are we looking overall for... So 31%, not too bad. Alright, now I've not used this particular drill, so I'm not quite sure what it's gonna, how well it's gonna do, but let's find out. Yeah, like I said, I know that he was for a while doing mod reviews for, or he was including consoles on mod reviews. But like I said, I don't know which consoles he was doing the reviews for. All right. I think I have Tool Shake left on. All right. So let's see how big of a hole this thing makes. Now this is the normal mining operation. Not too bad. It's actually making a fairly decent sized hole. Now the tier 4 version of this drill, this is the tiered ship tools. The tier 4 version of this will make a hole that's, I want to say 7 by 7 or maybe 9 by 9 on the normal mining. Did the vanilla Skyrim quest glitch for you? Which one? You talking about just the Dovahkiin quest? It didn't glitch for me the last time I played through, but they've made a lot of changes since special editions come out. So, alright, how much uranium did we pick up? 38k, not too bad. What I'll probably do is once we have a little bit more material set up, I will probably come through and upgrade this over to the tier 4. But I'm liking the way that this is working so far, and I'm thinking, you know what? All right, let's get us, excuse me, let's get us back to the ship. You're a business shipment? I am not going to worry about you. Really? Yeah, like I said, it didn't when I did it, but I also haven't played through the main quest line in like over a year. Maybe 2. When did that game come out? I'm one of those people who powered through the game when it first came out and then didn't really touch the main quest line again. Alright, so we're going to come down here. I need to check to see if Bob is set up to do grind. I think he is. Actually, I know he is. How do I know? Because I have the color set. If I didn't have the color set, he wouldn't be set up for it. So we're going to actually take that off. Come on, Bob. There you go, buddy. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch our color back. And since we have the parts to do it, pop you around. Place you there. And we're going to grab another one of those tier 2 drills. See, if I had the Xenocores, I'd actually make the tier 3. Alright. But no sense griping about what we don't have. Let's work with what we do. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. Let's see if Bob will get over here and weld this up for us. Okay. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. And what I think we're going to do here is we're going to actually move the O2 system down here. See if Bob will weld this up. Come on, we just need parts, Bob. There you go. Our mighty minion is doing stuff for us, and what I'm going to do is we'll put the connector over here on the side. Because like I said, it's just a stopgap measure. It's not something that we need to have a lot of. Maybe don't do it there. Yeah, it's enough because it's the drill is far creates enough room that we'll be able to excavate in there, so that'll be fine. Now it does mean I need to set up a connector somewhere. Let's go with it on the flat side over here, I think. Let's go 1, 2, and then we'll do the connector right there. All right. Okay, so let's go have some fun with this thing. If I can get into the cockpit. Son of a... Oh, he needs to fix this hitbox. Come on. There we go. Business shipment. Okay, I'm not worried about a business shipment. Let's go ahead and grab around this way. So, for the folks who are joining us, welcome to the stream. We are, well, right now we're just playing around with some new toys for ourselves. But what we are going to be doing is gathering up some resources so that we can continue our build. Now, we were talking about the tier 2 drills. These are the drills from the what is it called? The tiered ship tools mod. Awesome mod. We're doing excavation mode right now, which is where you press and hold right click and it just removes terrain and you get no resource for doing this. Because I want to make sure that we are going to be able to basically drill the pilot holes we need to drill in order to get the resources and not have things scrape off our ship. So a little bit further, I do need to put spotlights on this thing so we can actually see what we're doing. Okay, so we're starting to see some gold go floating. And now this is going to be the regular mining operation. Again, I want to make sure that it's going to let us get into where we need to get into to get the stuff that we need to get. It's always good to check your clearances before you get too far in on your builds. Like I said, with this one, I knew that it has a increased mining radius on it, so I wasn't too worried about it. But if you're doing a straight vanilla playthrough, definitely be sure to check your clearances on where your drills are going to open up space for you. Alright. And then we're going to do this because it's easier than, you know, working everything else around. Alright. Okay, I need to change that song. Or it's going to change for me. Okay. Even better. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring this thing down. Do a quick junction here. Before we do that, I want to change you, and I want to move you down here. Have that set to switch lock, so we'll be able to disconnect this thing a little easier. But for the folks who have wandered in, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week. And a terrific Tuesday, regardless of where you may be. And helps if I line that up a little bit better. Come on, Hal. There you go. We switch that so we can offload a bunch of material. Okay, so this is all the material that we got. Actually going to probably jettison a good portion of that. Alright, so we want this because we're going to offload as much of this as we can. Actually, hold on to that, but offload that. And we'll check our ice supply. Our ice is actually doing really well. Okay. Let's do ice over here. I'm going to make sure that we've actually piped in the cockpit. Because I am, oh, awesome. As I say, I am bad about that, where I will build things and forget to pipe the cockpit in. Okay, so we can disconnect that now. So our drill works, and works actually really well. There's iron. Now, you know what I'm going to do? Before we go too much further, I'm going to go ahead and let's put some spotlights on this thing. Did it not finish our... Oh. Okay. Oh, we'll deal with that in a second. So we're going to put some spotlights on here so that we can actually see what we are doing. Put a spotlight there. And then I'm one of those people who I do not like having spotlights in at the head level, because they tend to create glare in the lighting system. And that just kind of irritates me from time to time, so right there. There we go. Hey, look at that. We can actually see again. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop this in here. We're going to go ahead and grab some iron up really quick. Massive difference in visibility. All right. There. This is a strangely appropriate song for me in any build that I am doing. Everything falls apart. If you've been around for more than one video, you probably know just how true that that statement is. Oh. And then we will come back eventually and skin this thing up a little bit, give us a little bit of armor on it. Hey, no worries, Zeron. Thanks for stopping in, man. If you're taking off, I hope you have a fantastic day. And we will see you here next time, hopefully. Now, for those who are trying to figure out what my schedule is, I do stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays here on YouTube. This Thursday, I will be joined by Sharky, or the plan is I will be joined by Sharky, who is one of the community moderators. And we're going to be doing, I think, Medieval Engineers. I think that's the plan. But we will know more as the day progresses. Alright. See if we can bring ourselves up here a little bit. Hey, look at that. Link you up. We're going to unload this. Alright, so I want to grab all of the stone back, because we're going to eject that stone into space. Alright, so we're going, disconnect that, come to a stop, there we go, and I think, let us do, can we actually put ejectors on here? Come on, Bob. Give me parts. There we go. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, we're gonna go stone. Okay, so it should just pull the stone. Alright, so the reason why I use the ejector in this particular case is because the ejector actually does this faster than the connector does. So it's just going to keep spitting that out until we're completely empty of stone. And the reason I disconnected it from the rest of the network is because they're kind of indiscriminate, and they will pull whatever resources are not in a refinery, assembler, reactor, or O2 system. So if it's just sitting in storage somewhere, it'll start pulling it, and it's not just like stone. It'll pull basically any material, any components, all of that stuff. So. Yeah, kind of not too worried about you guys. So that's going to run for a couple minutes. Let's see how we're doing here. It's burning through it pretty quick. So it's basically kicking out like 1,300 stone at a time, so not too bad. While we're here, we'll go ahead and drop this stuff off. Actually, I want you to go cargo. I do want a little bit of stone in the system so that I can make more reactor parts. That's why we're not getting rid of everything. Alright. And refinery is working overtime, which is good. Alright. Business shipment. Okay, so let's go in. And what I want to do is in this area here, I think. Do we have any lights in here? No. Okay, so let's put a light in. Go ahead and drop some of this stuff that we don't need here. See, I would like to put it right there above the stairs, but you know, put it behind the stairs. So we're going to go ahead and set this thing up here. We're going to have it set, let's go 15. Set the fall off to 1 because I like round numbers. Intensity, I do not like high, so. Okay, that works. And do I want it clear or regular? Let's go regular. 1, 2, 3. What we're going to do is we're going to head downstairs here for a second. And we are going to set up a programmable block. And another programmable block. And we're going to let Bob have some fun with this. Okay, so the lights are up. Those are up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the automatic LCD script. And we're going to say, actually, LCD, and we're going to say that way it'll tell me all of the ingots that I have. This one we're going to set up as status LCD. Now the only thing that matters when you're using the automatic LCD script is that you actually have the LCD tag here like this. When you go into the custom data, this is where you tell it what you're looking for. So we want it to give us our power information. We want to know what our power time is. This basically tells us how much time we have before we run out of juice. And do I want to do... Yeah. Actually, I want it to do curly bracket. So it's going to look at anything with the name turret and tell me how much is in there. Can you tell I use this script a lot? And first programmable block is going to be LCD program. Now the nice thing is that they've updated these things, so you don't have to have timer blocks for most scripts now. Browse Workshop, we are going to do automatic LCDs 2 is the one specifically that we want. Tell it to run an exit, or remember an exit. Okay, so let's do a little bit of formatting on this. What we're going to do is go back into custom data. We're going to tell it we want this text centered. Yeah, we'll say status. We're going to give it a blank echo so that it'll split the it'll put a blank line between these. Hit OK. It'll update here. It'll update here in a second. There you go. And apparently they're coming to take me away. Haha, they're coming to take me away. All right. So now we have our ship status here. It tells us how much time we have left, how much power is being used, and then why did it not show us our turret? Oh, it's because it's okay. I forgot. There we go. I forgot. You have to put the proper name in. Hey, S'more, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Geekston. Yes. They are taking me away to the funny farm. I'm glad somebody else is old enough to remember that song. It's up there with fish heads and dead puppies aren't much fun. Alright, so what do we got going on here? You know what? I want to get rid of... Let's get rid of the S. So that we get the full summary. There we go. Because without the S, it'll tell you how much ore you have as well. That way you don't have to have two screens to give you the same data. We're going to change the font size. My my rule of thumb on this is usually 0.8 or 0.75. Yeah, 0.8 and 0.75 generally give you big enough to see, but small enough to not have the screen scroll. I should be available at 8 o'clock tonight. I'll let you know. I'll send you a message over on the Twitter thread. All right, and then we have another LCD that we have left over for anything else that we want to put in there. Now, let's go see how our little mining craft is doing. Are you done spitting out stone? You are. Look at you. The little ejector that could. Okay. Let's turn that block off. Hey man, nothing wrong with camping in the Discord. Sharky was looking for somebody to chat with earlier. Senator Echo, welcome to the stream. What did you miss? Well, we built a small mining craft. We're playing with the tiered ship tools mod on this particular beast. We're using, those are the tier 2s. And they are working really, really well. Other than that, we just set up the automatic LCDs 2 script. Both the programmable block as well as the LCDs that we're displaying stuff on. And we have a private sale, so... Yeah, but it's Sharky. This is very true. Alright. So we've got uranium, we've got gold, we just picked up a bunch of iron. You know what, let's go ahead and lock on to the ship proper. And I think we're going to carve out just a little bit of this. Now I'm just doing an excavation here, so I'm not gaining resources for this. But I did that so that I would have room to hook the ship in over here without having to worry too much about it. Do I know Intrepid Dawn is? The game or the person? There is a... because there's somebody on, I want to say YouTube, it may have been Twitch, using that name as a screen name, so... I know of the game Intrepid Dawn, if that's what you're asking, yes. Have I played it? No. Okay, so that thing is there, that thing's there. Oh, wait, before we go any further. Ah! Damn airlocks, working as intended. Alright. There we go. Come here. Where's my hitbox? There it is. Give me the hitbox. There you go. Both YouTube and the person. Tim Catan? Okay. Yeah, like I said, I know of both, but I don't think I've ever watched any of their content. I may have once. Because I don't remember where I've seen their name pop up a few times, but I have seen the name around, so... Do they ever, if they hang out over on the Armco Discord, that may be where I've seen them. We're going to turn inertial dampeners for this ship off. We're also going to set up So we're going to set up a small thruster group over here. Do I do Stellaris? Yeah. Stellaris. No, I don't. I don't do Stellaris. Stellaris. Yeah. For some reason, I can't speak today. But no, I don't do it on YouTube, mainly because of the fact that that particular game it's a lot of fun to play, but I don't do enough commentary when I'm playing it because I'm focused too much on what I'm doing. Stellaris. That's what. There you go. See, I can speak sometimes. I've actually had a couple of people ask me if I would do it on the channel. Yeah, because you can't pronounce it. No, no, no. I can pronounce it. I am just tired and I've got a huge headache right now, so. Yeah, the Discord's public Discord. Anybody that wants can join over there. Let me... It may be actually in the description, but let me make sure here. We'll go ahead and create an invite for everybody that is interested in joining. There you go. Discord's over there. Like I said, it is free to join and it is open community, so just be aware if you're one of those people who enjoys trolling a lot in the Discord, you will be silenced. If you continue to do so, you will be banned. I just have to give everybody that warning. I did just grab the... Let's turn those back on because I grabbed the wrong grouping. Let's remove that. We want the minor thrusters. There we go. The other grouping is for the actual red ship. I generally stream, depending on the day, I'll stream for about 2 hours or so. We're about an hour into this one. Yes, more he won't silence you because I told him that if he abuses his mod powers over there, I'll bounce him. So, but yeah, so I do stream. I try to stream at least 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm here on YouTube. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm over on Twitch. And the series that I have here on YouTube stays on YouTube. The series I have on Twitch stays on Twitch until the embargo is done, because I'm an affiliate over there as well. So it has to stay on Twitch for 24 hours, and then I basically export it over to YouTube. So you end up with both of the live streams over here, but you know, it's not ruling with an iron fist. It's knowing what people in the community are like. That's one of the nice things about having such a close-knit community, is that we all know each other well enough to know basically, you know, what can we get away with and what can we not get away with. So. And then for those who don't know, S'more is actually one of the folks I do multiplayer content with. He is also a YouTuber, so you definitely want to check him out if you enjoy things like Skyrim. That's one of his major focuses. But we have gotten him corrupted with Space Engineers. Alright, so... Let me... Okay, so what are we missing, really? We're missing nickel. But we have... Silver is what we really need. Alright. So let's see if we can find a place with silver and cobalt. Oh yeah, man, this game will eat your soul. You will have no free time left. Alright, so let's take a look and see what we got here. Don't need you anymore. Might use you. That one's got cobalt and silver. Helps if I'm actually pointing in the right direction here. Right. It's nice having most of our thrusters online. So have you started releasing your single player Space Engineers more? I haven't checked your page in a while, I'm sorry. This week's been horrible for me. Because I thought you'd already started that, right? You're like 5 or 6 episodes in now? Or am I Well, This is only the beginnings of the ship. It will eventually get bigger. So we want the one jump drive that is actually working. Ah, okay. Because I know you were working on something, but I didn't know if you had started releasing it or not. Sticks, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Happy Tuesday. And for those who are joining us, welcome to the stream as well. Hopefully everybody's having a fabulous week and a terrific day so far. Yes, the thing is with space engineers, you kind of just have to go for it. Just like when you're building stuff. So we want the one with cobalt and silver. Yep. All right. Yeah, it's been a, I have to say it's been a pretty good day so far. Please tell me. Let's back ourselves up here a little bit. Here's what we want to do. We do not want to be any closer to that rating station than absolutely positively necessary. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull ourselves over here. I forgot that was over here. It's been so long since I've been over at the save. Beware of trespassing. For those who don't know, if you get too close to the raiding outpost, what it'll do is it'll start spawning ships. And I'm hoping that we are far enough away that it's not going to do that to us. Because it's rather annoying when you're out and about and that thing decides, no, we're just going to start spawning the raiders. I might need to change this cockpit out. Ever since they've changed the way that collision boxes work on some of these things. There we go. This playlist is actually from Epidemic Sound. All of the music that you're hearing is from Epidemic Sound, so it's all royalty free, but you have to have a paid subscription with them to use it in any type of commercial setting. And it's various artists that I've gone through and pulled from their playlists. A little bit of everything in here. It's basically my live stream playlist. That is one thing I would like to see Epidemic Sound do, is something like Pandora does, or what is that other one? You know, any of the online music systems where you can actually share playlists. I think that would be rather awesome. That way, if somebody else was using the service, they would. Damn it! It did spawn. It spawned an assailant. We need to get ourselves out of here. Oh, hello. And that's why you put turrets on everything. Alright, we're out of here. I got what I needed. See ya, buddy. Sucks to be you. Do I know Captain Jack and Shaq? Do I know them personally? No. Do I know who they are? Yes. I'm actually over on the Armco side of the house, which is Shaq and Morph and those guys. But do I know them personally? No. Waste It and I have chatted a couple of times, both in stream and off stream. But it's a good group of guys, though. Captain Jack, I have not actually had the pleasure of meeting, but I do know who he is. I'm actually subscribed to both of them as content creators, surprisingly. Both are really good guys from what interaction I have had with them, though. And we still need silver, right? No, 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 no. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I can't believe I just did that. Wrong button. Oh, man. See? We're talking about Captain Shack. I just channeled his essence right there. Look at that. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Alright, come here, you. 0G retrieval. Come here. That was a horrible time for that to happen. At least we weren't under attack at that exact instant, right? Ah, come here. Thank you. Ah. Come on, thank you. What was that about? Oh. Yeah, I was actually talking about Captain Shack earlier in the live stream. Him, Morph, and Wasted. All three of those guys do really good content if you haven't checked them out. For those who may not know who they are, definitely check those three out. Captain Jack he's not bad. You know, don't get me wrong. He's like I said earlier, my limited interaction with him has always been positive. But if his style is very different from my own, as well as the like Morph and those guys. He's probably closest to Wasted in terms of personality. But yeah, it's the folks that are still doing Space Engineers is kind of a small group now, so it's kind of hard not to run into each other at various points. But yeah, like I said, all four of those folks are definitely people worth checking out if you haven't done so. Ow. Okay, so let's try doing this again. Why is this one? See, I was trying to get in here to set up a jump point so we could get the hell away from this. Come on. Alright, so we're gonna go here. Give me my jump drive. Give me my jump drive, please. There we go. I really wish you could set this through the menu. It would make so much easier. And we're just gonna go, I need silver. That works. We're out of here. Yep. See ya. Oh, that was close. Alright. So we jumped here. We're going to set that one up. We're going to turn that one off. There we go. Answer both questions. Do I like Star Wars? Yes, I do like Star Wars. And yes, Han did shoot first, damn it. I don't care what Lucas says in his re-edits. There's actually a great video on YouTube about Han shooting first and the legal repercussions. If you haven't seen that, there's a he is actually it was done by a lawyer, by a criminal defense lawyer, that basically gave all of the legal precedent and justification for Han to be in the right for shooting first. It's like, awesome. And do I have Space Engineer series? I have several Space Engineer series, unfortunately. So I have the live stream series that you're seeing right now. I do sometimes do a non-live stream recorded series. We just finished the multiplayer series with Smorna Dredden. That is all available on the channel, and then we have the Twitch live stream series as well. And then I also do 7 Days to Die. I will be getting back into Empyrean here probably next week. I was supposed to be doing it this week, but I just ran out of time. So, and then there's a new multiplayer Space Engineers that we are talking about doing, but we don't have a schedule for that one yet. Okay, so there is silver over there. Let's back this thing up, because if I remember correctly, let me see. This is Pantropy. Nice. Yeah, I haven't played Pantropy. I think it's on my list though. So I want to make sure if this is the. I think this is iron, platinum, iron. Wow, it got dark in here. All right. So I thought the silver. That's stone. That's platinum. The platinum's right there. I thought silver. There was silver in the entrance area of this one. All right, we'll bring the miner over here and take a look. Exactly. See? How are you doing? You're still needing construction components? Or, reactor, or thruster components. That's what I was about to say. You need thruster components. Do I have? I do have. Let's go ahead and. How many more do you have? Give me all your thruster components. Yeah, I'm really bad about cannibalizing my own ships. See, if I wasn't so lazy, I would actually go back and harvest those pirate ships. But, you know, it's fine. But yeah, let me know if that didn't answer your question or if it did. You're going over here. You come out of there. Thank you very much. You go in there. There you go. Yeah, the problem that I have with Pantropy is that it's still very, very early access. Everybody that I've talked to that's played it, including some of the large YouTubers, have said that it's basically, if you have a large group of people that are active and you're actually doing things like the PvE as well as PvP, it's a fun game, but it's very, very limited in what you can do right now. It's really far along. Like the mechanics are really well done. It's just that some of the specific things in the game are still underdeveloped. But the overall stability of the game is absolutely phenomenal. That's something I've heard across the board. So yeah, it's basically the new version of, it's like Arc 2.0. So, and instead of taming things, you're building like robots and vehicles and such. Looks like a great game. I think once it's further along, I think it'll be an amazing game if the developers stay with what they've got going on so far. But again, that's just what I've heard, so I can neither confirm nor deny the accuracy of the statements. Now, one of the games that I'm actually looking at right now that I really want to play, just for the sheer asinine nature of the game, is the Star Trek Bridge Commander. Or Bridge Command, whatever it is. That game looks hilarious. Alright, so let's see if we can... I'm wondering, where is that silver deposit at? ...200 meters in. So it should be fairly close to the surface on this then. Yeah, so we're just going to sneak in here a little bit. Is it on the other side of the... Okay. I think I know where it's at. Alright, so hopefully we'll be okay right here. Oh, no, we'll go this way because we need to get the ship. Come on, hitbox. There we go. Whee! So we know we need to stay outside of 20 kilometers of the... Why is that thing... it keeps turning off my my inertial dampeners again. Right. So let's go ahead and get around this way. And for the folks who have snuck in, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week thus far. Happy Tuesday. We're just doing a little bit of mining today. Very chill stream, very chill stream. No, nothing overly fantastic. Go ahead and start excavating this. Now we are doing the excavation, so we're not going to gather resource from this, obviously. That is very shiny. I guess it is just technically rock. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not destroying something like uranium or platinum or something. Wouldn't be the first time I did it. And we're just going to pick up some iron as we go. Because reasons. Captain Corner? Not as a YouTube channel. There was a Captain's Corner that was related, because I'm ex-military, so I know of a term of Captain's Corner, but not as a YouTube channel or content creator, no. Somebody worth checking out? Let's see here. We're 10,000. Oh, we still have the cobalt, that's why. Oh, crap. Oh, let's go ejector. I want to swap it. Damn. Alright, so we have to do this the old-fashioned way. Alright, so now we're going to go here to the ejector again. We're going to move the cobalt out. We're going to move the stone in. We're going to turn... And basically we want to make sure that it's only pulling stone. No, don't pull that, you son of a... Will you quit pulling my iron out of there? Hey, 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 quit stealing my iron. Will you quit stealing my damn iron? Sheesh. Quit stealing my iron. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna turn you off. Keep stealing my iron. I don't want you stealing my iron. I don't care if Bob's picking it up. I want my damn iron. Hey, no worries, S'more. Have a great day, man. Before we do anything else, we're going to get ourselves out of this hole. We're going to go connect back to the ship again. I need a connector on this side. This could be interesting. Tell you what, let's put another connector on this side so that we don't have to keep going back and forth. I told you I'm lazy. I don't like having to go further than I need to. Besides, it gives us something to do over here, other than just mining. There we go. That is really annoying angle. I'm thinking I'm going to replace this cockpit. Alright, so we're going to go this way. Okay, so let's go. All right. And that should be all of our material here. Okay. So let's try that again, shall we? Turn up the music and voice. Has Windows decided to once again screw with my voice? Does look like it may have. All right. One moment. Ha ha ha. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Sorry about that. Windows keeps resetting my damn mic because I use a USB mic, and every so often it decides it wants to auto level me. How's Bob? Bob is awesome. Bob is also probably one of my greatest sources of amusement and frustration in this game. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for the heads up on that, by the way. Like I said, Windows, for some reason, it keeps trying to auto-level me, even when I turn off all of the options for it. There's some things that you can turn off with your mic that's supposed to keep Windows from doing that. But unfortunately, it does not always work. And yeah, Geek, it was actually the asteroids, or the meteors, I should say. Bob is the nanobot build and repair system. It is a smaller, slightly less expensive version of one of the automated crafters. Basically what it does is it takes place of another player to do like your welding and teardown stuff. But you can also use him to do like collect resources and things if you set him up to do so. Let's see here. Okay, so we have more than enough iron for all of eternity. Okay, that's a good thing. There we go. So we can go ahead and excavate this out. Okay, and there's the silver. All right. Just to show you just how big this thing excavates. This is the normal normal tunnel. So generally the miners will excavate 1.5 times to 2 times the radius of their normal mining radius. This thing seems to do a 2 to 2.5 on this tier. Honestly, I think the excavation on the tier 2s is the same as the excavation on the tier 4s. And I don't think I've used the tier 3s in this set, so... Yeah, Windows 10 tries to be a smart ass is what it tries. If I wasn't using things that required Windows 10, I would still be on Windows 7. and it's not because of the privacy concerns or anything like that about the reporting that Microsoft has in Windows 10. It's specifically just system stability and usability. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to come over here and go cargo to... Yeah, we've got more than enough iron. I am not worried about iron anytime in the near future. But what this will allow me to do is to basically, when we finish the live stream today, I'll be able to just park the ship somewhere and let it run for an hour or two, refining all this material down. So that when we come back next time, we will have a lot more material ready to go. So now I'm going to disconnect that. Yeah, I could. I'm not overly worried about them, honestly, because for me it's more about being able to not have to deal with things impacting in the center. And as you can see, there's a little lip here in the middle. If you look at the center of the screen, so it tells me that the drills are mounted pretty much where they need to be in order for me to get most of the stuff that I want done. I might be able to take them out another block, but then I might potentially be worrying about that lip in the middle. I'm sure you'll find more than a few fans of Walking Dead in the community. The first game I played on this channel, actually, that's not technically true. Technically, the first game I played on the channel was, World of Tanks or War Thunder. World of Warships is also an older one. The first major series that I did on the channel was 7 Days to Die. So a lot of the long-term channel fans and community are very much into zombie games and such. But I never got into The Walking Dead as far as the AMC show. I like the old stories better, the old graphic novels. But I do appreciate the fact that they basically, the comics, the graphic novels, the TV show, all tell basically the same story, but with very interesting differences. Oh, and the video game, actually. Nice. Just got an IM from my wife talking about a story in Berkeley. So for those who don't know, I live in the Bay Area, California, and most of the Bay Area is what they call reclaimed land. For those who don't know what that is, it basically means that a large portion of the area is backfill. They use different types of techniques, including backfilling, to reclaim land from the water, because we have a very bad erosion problem. You go in there, you are going in there. So apparently there's some studies that have been found that effectively say, the whole area is sinking. So it's like, yeah, we know. Okay. So we have gotten our silver, actually. Can't believe I just did that. I'm telling you, man, it's been one comedy of errors after another. Yeah, so word of warning for those who don't know, if you kill the main power, anything that's attached loses its power as well. Actually, you know what? Let's do it that way. There we go. Yeah, the problem is that we have such loamy soil out here, specifically like in the San Francisco Bay Area, that the even with vegetation, it just slows it down. Bay Area is a great example of how people can destroy an ecosystem. Okay, so you're going over there. So it should be okay for right now. And we're going to jump that way. So we're heading over to jump point 02. Alright. And now to get us over there. Yeah, so like I was saying, with where we are in the Bay Area, a lot of the area is human engineered. And it's unfortunate that it's basically causing problems. Wow. We jumped at a horrible spot. Your mine layer, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Do I do Star Wars Old Republic? No, I don't. I used to do Star Wars Galaxies. I play on one of the legacy servers. I guess it would help if I was pointing in the right direction. Yeah, so but yeah, the only Star Wars stuff that I've ever put up on the channel was the Star Wars Legacy stuff. I was not, you know, I liked the console versions. Well, I should say I liked the console games, the old Star Wars: The Old Republic games, 1 and 2. The MMO just never really caught me, because I wanted it, because I was playing that before they basically took the ships off rails, because you used to not be able to free fly around. Everything was scripted where you could go. And I haven't really played since it's gone, well, since that period and when it went free to play. I might revisit it at some point, but I'm probably going, if I do anything with Star Wars, it'll probably be with the Star Wars Galaxy Legacy stuff. The problem is that Disney owns the Star Wars franchise now, and doing anything with Star Wars on your channel is always risky. Because you just never know when somebody at Disney is going to go, you know what? We want to enforce now. So, because even though we're making the videos, the content that we're making the videos of belongs to them, and it's just not really worth. A lot of times, it's not worth fighting them over stuff. But, which is kind of silly because they own Star Wars, but they don't necessarily own the game distribution rights to Star Wars. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah. Okay. So, I think we're going to go ahead and park our ship here. I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. I think we're going to call this one for today. because at this point it really is just doing a little bit more mining and letting resources burn. So it's more entertaining to not be sitting here watching me do that. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. If you are interested in joining the community, we put the Discord link up earlier. Let me see if it's still there. Yes, it is. So you feel free to join us over on the Discord side of the house. If you want to find us over on Twitch, you're going to be able to find us over here at basically the same usernames, twitch.tv/Halamer. And then if you are over on the Twitter side and you want to have a conversation over there at some point, you are always welcome to reach out to us over here. So feel free to do the follows and all that other stuff. It's all good. I do try to take part on the Discord conversations. I'm not always there. I'll warn you ahead of time because I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff. But whenever I have free time, I do tend to hang out in the Discord. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thanks for stopping in. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Be sure to hit those likes and subscribes. If you enjoyed the content, always feel free to share it. Let your friends know when you're having fun. And on that note, I'm out of here. So I hope you all have a fantastic week. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.